In a quiet village nestled between hills and rivers lived an old farmer named Ramu. He didn't own much: a small piece of land, 2 cows, a thatched hut, and a wooden plow. But every day he woke up with a smile, folded his hands to the rising sun, and went to work joyfully in his field. He tilled the soil, watered the crops, fed his animals, and ended the day watching the sunset with gratitude in his heart. One morning, a wealthy businessman from the city came to the village, looking for land to buy. He saw Ramu singing while plowing, barefoot, covered in mud, yet glowing with peace. Curious, the businessman walked up to him and said, "You work so hard under the sun, live in a small hut, and eat simple food. Are you really happy with this life?" Ramu looked up, wiped the sweat from his forehead, and said gently, "Sir, I may not have riches, but I have peace. I may not eat in golden plates, but my food is earned with honesty. I sleep soundly at night, because my heart carries no burden." The businessman laughed and said, "Peace is good, but wouldn't you be happier with more? Imagine owning tractors, having servants, and traveling the world." Ramu smiled and offered him a seat under the banyan tree. He picked up 2 glasses of buttermilk and said, "Let me tell you a story. Once, a crow looked at a swan and thought, 'How white and graceful. I wish I were like that.' Then the swan looked at a parrot and said, 'How colorful and cheerful. I wish I were like that.' The parrot saw a peacock dancing and thought, 'How majestic. I wish I were like that.' Finally, the peacock looked at the crow and said, 'I wish I could fly high like you.' Each one wanted what the other had, not realizing their own beauty." Ramu continued, "The secret of happiness is not in having everything, but in loving what you have. Chasing more never ends. It only brings more thirst. But gratitude brings peace." The businessman grew quiet. For the first time in years, he sat without checking his phone, without thinking of meetings or profits. He looked at the trees, the fields, the birds singing, and felt something he hadn't felt in years: stillness. He stood up, shook Ramu's hand, and said, "Today, you taught me something no book or money ever could." Ramu smiled and went back to his work, singing again, just like before. True happiness isn't in having more, it's in needing less. Gratitude is the secret key to a joyful life.